Hey, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I've posted my last video. I had to take a quick break, and to my surprise, when I return, look what's up, Ghastly Harbor. I've actually played this since the day it came out, which was several days ago, August 26th. I've actually been able to solo this since the first day. It took some time, but I was able to do it, and I'll give you the strat that I use to be able to complete it. We'll jump right into this. Actually, there's four classes of these hordes that you have to deal with. The first group of guys are the raiders, which are like the warriors from other dungeons. They're pretty much the melee. They run the same speed as you. If they catch you, they don't have a delayed attack. All they have to do is meet up with you, and you're a dead guy. Second group of guys are the Harpoon Gunners. They're much like snipers. They have a delayed attack, so you'll see the line of fire. That'll give you time to avoid it. But the easiest way is just to run at an angle while approaching them, because they'll just pretty much focus you on wherever you run across their hotspot that triggers their attack. The third guy is that big burly dude. His actual name is Burly something, but we're just gonna call him Burly Guy or Burly Dude. He's like the ninja from Samurai Palace, where he has to make contact with you before he can do his delayed attack. So we're not worried about the harpoon gunner or him. We're more so worried about the raider. Anytime you see the raider, you're gonna want to kill these guys first, no matter what. And if you have to deal with the rest later, so be it. There's one more guy that's going to be with these group of guys, but we're not going to see him till we get on that top platform, and that's the cannon crab. He looks like this barrel right here, but with red eyes and crab legs. He shoots out a pool of mustard, and that mustard hurts, so we're going to want to avoid that. Alright, let's get started. Oh, before we do, I'm running a warriors build. I'm using two pulse beams. I quite frankly think that two pulse beams can be your best friend on here as a warrior, and I'll demonstrate why later. Let's start it up. So once again, run up at an angle, get your attack off. One beam for you. One beam for you. What can I say? I like sharing. Anytime you see the raiders, you're going to want to run backwards. If you do not see the raiders, you can run at or towards the enemy, but not allowing them to hit you, only making contact. Now this is where the real game starts, because now these enemies have much more HP than those two that we just defeated. Here you have the Harpoon Gunners. So once again, we're going to run up at an angle, get our first attack off, get these guys in the same shot. Alright, this is when we get introduced to the cannon crab. Once again, I said, as previously said, he spits out a pool of mustard that inflicts pain, and we don't like pain. So we're going to pick where he spits out that pool of mustard, and I'm choosing the right side. The reason for me doing that is to give me room on the left side to avoid these guys in case they get close to me, because those are raiders. So there it goes. Get our shot off. We want to always allow ourselves to have enough room to avoid the rest of these guys. And be careful with that pool right there. I think the cannon crab is the only enemy in this dungeon that his attack still does damage after he's dead, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to risk it right now, but I know the first day that I played this, I thought it was okay for me to run in that pool after I defeated him, and boy was I wrong. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything right here. This is just a time killer going through this cave. You won't actually reach the enemy until you get to the lower level. So there's two cannon crabs here. And then there's the warriors. I think there's some harpoon gunners back there or something, or it could just be the warriors. and this big burly guy in front of all of them. We're going to pick, once again, we're going to pick where he spits his mustard. He cannot choose. We're going to pick the left side. Okay, so there's no Harpoon Gunners. Take care of those guys first, because these guys have a delayed attack. Alright, now we're approaching the first mini-boss, which is the Kraken. He has all these random attacks, but the main two I'm concerned with are the two tentacles. So to avoid that, what you need to do is play one side, because he will not be able to reach you. So I like picking the left side. Since he spawns with the right arm functional, we're going to pick the left side, so that way he can't get us from over there. Now he brings out arm number 2, but that's alright, because that's the only one we have to avoid. We don't have to worry about that other one. And he's a goner. Now if you have less DPS, it's going to take you a little bit longer. Might be handy to have a healer with you. Alright, we can peek over here and see our next group of guys have a cannon crab. So we're already trying to decide which side we want him to shoot his pool out on. We're picking the left side. But they have raiders, so we got to back up. Kill those guys first before we approach. It's like that sign, approach with caution. We're not really worried about these guys right here. They have a delayed attack. I like the pulse beam too, because you can use them simultaneously at the same time. Alright, and there's another reason why I like using the pulse beam. And I'll show it right now. It has like an area, AoE attack, which is area of effect. So if these guys get behind me, once I use the spell, anything or anybody that's chasing me will get hit by that attack, even if I'm not pointing in their direction. I'll demonstrate it now. So I'll let them purposely catch up to me. Let them get behind me. As you can see, I'm focusing that area, but they still got killed. And that's why we like pulse beam. So now we're at the second mini boss. He's going to summon these beams on the ground because he's a coward. And we have to avoid them. If that's not tough enough, after you avoid those, you have this tiny area where you have to avoid his next attack, which is like a centralized attack. So I like staying close to the edge. So if I'm standing here in this little small space that he left available for me, he's going to summon this sphere, and I can run to the right to avoid it, because you're going to have that little sliver of area. It's tricky. So this is where a healer would come in handy. Alright, see what I mean? Same thing. See what I mean? Boom. Let him do his attack. We got this little slither of area. Back up. Back up. Alright, so I'm taking this second out to explain what's happening right here. I gotta go get this cannonball, launch it in this cannon, because this coward is hanging up there, and he's currently leasing this boat, so he doesn't like anyone causing any damage to it. That's the only way you're gonna get him to come down. So let's go do it. This is where a healer would come in handy, but we're gonna dodge this stuff. Oh, we got hit. Wow, that hurt too. We're gonna make him pay for that. Oh, we got hit again. It's okay, because we're gonna make him pay. We made him pay. But he did get us. So kudos to him. He left us with a scar to remember him by. And we left him with death. So it all worked out. Alright, so now we're moving on to the last portion of this map. Let's see here. We got the burly guys and the harpoon gunners. So we can actually run at these guys. You know how they say come at me, bro? We can come at these guys. Because there's nobody here with an immediate attack. They both have delayed attacks. Same thing here, but we're going to pick a side because he has that little cannon crab. We want him to shoot his mustard out on the left. We're coming at these bros. Oh yeah. Okay, we can't come at these bros though, because they have they have a raider, well, raiders with them. So we're gonna shoot and then run. Oh, and we got hit by that mustard. Sucks. Alright, he's pretty fast. He'll catch up to us, so we're gonna wait till he comes back. Boom. Everybody gets some. Alright, we're gonna take a second to heal again. We're almost finished, guys. You've made it with me. I'm pretty sure if you follow these methods, you will be able to make it here all the time as well. Alright, so we're going to travel down here. There's no raiders here, so these bros we can come at. But don't just approach them in a straight line. Like, remember, you do have to avoid those sniper shots. We're going to take a quick shortcut too. We're pressed for time. I mean, we have plenty of time to finish this, but I want to explain how the boss works and how to defeat him. Because that's the goal, right? We want to get the rewards at the end. We don't want to do all this work, deal with all these dudes that are trying to take us out, and then leave home empty-handed. And the consolation prize is just XP. I mean, I like XP, but not that much. No, I'm joking. Okay, so like, you see these holes right here. Right side, center, left side. His first attack is going to come from this one. So already we know when we come in, we got to approach from the right side. The sea serpent himself is going to come up from this center hole right here. And he's going to do an attack that is very nasty. But he's going to let you know before he does it. It's going to be, the floor is going to light up orange, and in that complete area is where he's going to breathe fire. Do whatever you got to do to avoid that, because that's the one-shot kill right there. Unless you're a tank with heal, you're going to get hit by that and it's a wrap. So make sure you avoid that at any cost, even if you got to take one of the hits from one of these lesser damages from the left or right. And the damage is going to come, well, the sequence is going to be left side, right side, left side, right side. So just keep that in mind, that if an attack comes from the left side, the next attack is going to come from the right side. And in the midst, he's going to be doing his little breathing, fire breathing or whatever. All right, so let's get to it because we're running out of time. Okay, so we saw the area. He's going to breathe his fire. All right. So we saw that area. He's going to breathe his fire. Don't be too impatient and rush into that fire. It has a delayed effect sometimes and you will get burned. And that's it, guys.